the young and the restless spoilers. Welcome back to our channel, fellow Y&R addicts. It is a fantastic day to dive deep into the drama of Genoa City. Grab your favorite snack, settle in, and let's get right to the madness. I cannot believe they just did that. I am literally typing this at 2 a.m. because my adrenaline is completely through the roof and I desperately need to scream into the void with people who actually get it. Are you kidding me right now? Matt Clark just looked Victor Newman dead in the eye and promised a body bag. My jaw is still on the floor. I haven't felt this kind of visceral, heart-pounding panic watching this show in I don't even know how long. We all knew Matt was a ticking time bomb. We all knew this fake amnesia storyline was going to end in absolute disaster. But to actually drop a death threat right on the Newman Patriarch's doorstep, absolute cinema. But also, I am absolutely terrified because, let's be real for a second, Matt Clark is not a normal villain. He is a monster, a literal, certified, straight up psychopath who has been terrorizing this family for what feels like an eternity. And now Victor, in all his infinite, arrogant wisdom, has decided that he can just banish him like he's a misbehaving puppy. I am sorry, but Victor has completely lost the plot if he thinks he can just point to the city limits and tell Matt to scram. You do not back a rabid dog into a corner and expect it to just trot away peacefully. So here is exactly what went down, and I am still processing it, so bear with me. Victor and the entire Newman clan have finally reached their breaking point. They want Matt gone. They are blaming him for every single thing going wrong in their lives right now. And honestly, valid. Matt is the root of so much trauma. From the whole fake amnesia nightmare to torturing Nick, to locking Nick and Adam in that Vegas storage room, to that bizarre, twisted romance with Phyllis that is pushing Nick to the absolute brink of a drug relapse. Matt is a walking disaster zone. The Newmans are exhausted, and Victor decided it was time to play God again. But Victor summoning Matt and basically telling him his time in Genoa City is up is just so hilariously out of touch. He is officially evicting him, demanding he leave and never come back. Which, by the way, why was he ever living at the Newman Ranch in the first place, Victor? I have been watching this show since 2015, and Victor moving the man who tortured his son onto his property to keep an eye on him is easily top 5 most idiotic decisions the mustache has ever made. Remember when he tried to control Ian Ward? Oh, Ashland Luck? Didn't work then either. You cannot leash a psychopath, Victor. You just can't. And Matt's reaction, oh my God, the sheer unadulterated fury on his face. You could literally see the mask slipping in real time, the fake amnesia, the I'm a changed man act gone in a millisecond. Matt was absolutely livid that Victor thought he had the power, the audacity to just change his life and kick him out, because Matt hates being controlled. He hates the Newman's God complex more than anything. He has spent his entire existence trying to prove that he is smarter and more dangerous than Victor. And Victor, treating him like yesterday's garbage, was the ultimate insult. Why does Victor get to decide my fate? That is exactly what Matt's eyes were screaming. And then he dropped the bomb. The line that is going to haunt my nightmares until the next episode. He looked at Victor, his voice completely dead and cold, and said that before he leaves, before he makes his grand escape, Someone is going to die. One person will. I mean, I actually gasped out loud. I woke up my dog because Matt does not bluff. We are talking about the man who lured Noah and Sharon to that abandoned gas station, who faked Nick's death just to watch his family suffer, who purposely tainted Nick's drugs with fentanyl. When Matt Clark says someone is going to die, you better start picking out a casket. He isn't just making empty threats to sound tough. He is making a blood promise. And what really got me, the look on Victor's face. Guys, Victor Newman was terrified. The great Victor Newman, who never flinches, who never sweats, who stares down mobsters and corporate raiders before breakfast, actually looked scared because in that split second, Victor realized he made a fatal miscalculation. He pushed a monster too far, stripped him of his patience, and now his family is directly in the crosshairs. Victor's eyes just widened, and you could see the exact moment his heart dropped into his stomach. Wait, I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's break down the psychology of this for a second. Matt isn't just planning a murder. He is planning an escape. He accepts that this trip, this banishment, is going to be a permanent run. He is going on the lam, and a villain who knows he has nothing to lose, who knows he is never coming back, is the most dangerous kind of villain. There are no consequences anymore. He doesn't have to play the long game. He doesn't have to pretend to have amnesia. He just has to inflict maximum pain on his way out the door. He is going scorched. Okay, back to the point. Who is it going to be? Am I the only one who's driving themselves crazy trying to figure out who the victim is? Let's look at the suspect board. First up, obviously, is Nick Newman. Nick is the prime target. Matt has this sick, twisted obsession with destroying Nick. He's already driven Nick back to drugs, pushing him so far to the edge that Nick is barely holding on. Nick is a mess right now, completely triggered by seeing Phyllis and Matt getting cozy. Imagine if Matt's final act is to kill Nick while Nick is high, making it look like a tragic overdose. It would be the ultimate revenge. Victor would have to live with the guilt that his banishment order triggered the murder of his own son. But honestly, would the writers really kill off Nick? I know some people are loving this dark, gritty Nick storyline, but personally, I think killing him off would be a massive mistake. He is a legacy character. But Matt's hatred for him is just so deep. I am genuinely sweating thinking about Nick being the target. But wait, what if it's not Nick? What if it's Noah? Noah has been a ticking time bomb lately. He has been so angry, so distrustful of Matt, especially after whatever disturbing move Matt made involving Sienna. Sienna has been acting completely indifferent to Matt's psycho behavior, which is only making Noah more volatile. Noah has been ready to physically fight Matt for weeks. What if Noah tries to play the hero? What if he intercepts Matt on his way out of town and Matt just ends him? I am literally shaking thinking about Sharon having to bury another child after losing Cassie. If Sharon loses Noah, I will riot. I will literally march down to the CBS studios and demand answers. Speaking of Sharon, could it be her? Matt knows that killing Sharon would destroy Nick, Noah, and Mariah in one fell swoop. Sharon has survived so much trauma. She survived Cameron Kirsten. She survived Martin Laurent holding her hostage in that clinic with Phyllis. But Matt is a different breed of evil. He has been living on her property, breathing down her neck, making her feel unsafe in her own home. If Matt targets Sharon, it would be the most devastating blow to the Newman family. And Sharon is always the one trying to fix things, always running into danger to save Nick or Noah. She is prime collateral damage material. Or maybe it's someone completely unexpected. What about Victoria? She has been so focused on Victor looting Nikki's estate and dealing with the corporate drama, she isn't even looking in Matt's direction. A surprise attack on the Newman CEO or Nikki? Oh my God. Nikki is blind right now. She is completely vulnerable. Her bandages came off and her vision didn't return. She is sitting there, helpless, and Victor has been manipulating her medical proxy. If Matt wants to hurt Victor in the most profound, agonizing way possible, he goes after Nikki. Victor is already terrified, but if Matt touches Nikki, Victor will burn the entire world to the ground. And let's talk about the sheer logistics of this escape. Matt knows the cops will be on him the second a body drops. He has to have a plan. Is he going to use Riza? We know Riza helped Adam in Vegas, but she is unpredictable. Is he going to use Patty Williams? We know Patty is currently wreaking havoc with Dr. Markham, kidnapping Abby and Dominic to torture Ash. Could Matt team up with them for a mass exodus of Genoa City's worst psychopaths? The crossover of evil would be absolutely insane. Like, imagine Matt, Patty, and Markham all sharing a getaway car after leaving a trail of bodies. It sounds crazy, but this is Y and R. I am just so frustrated with Victor. I love the mustache. I really do, but his arrogance is going to cost someone their life. He thought he could outsmart a man who literally has no moral compass. He thought he could use Matt as a pawn, move him to the ranch, and then just throw him away when he was done. You can't play chess with a pigeon, Victor. The pigeon is just going to knock over the pieces, crap on the board, and fly away. Victor's need to control every single narrative has finally backfired in the most spectacular, deadly way possible. And where is Adam in all this? Adam was the one who went to Vegas, who tried to save Nick at the gas station. Adam knows exactly how dangerous Matt is. If Victor was smart, he would unleash Adam on Matt, let Spider out to play, because the only way to stop a monster is with another monster. But no, Victor is too busy secretly sabotaging pregnant Sally Spectra's company to actually focus on the real threat. Like, Victor, your pregnant daughter-in-law is not the enemy here. The enemy is the guy standing in your living room promising to murder your family. The priorities are so messed up right now. I keep replaying that scene in my head. Matt's cold, dead eyes, the slight smirk when he saw Victor flinch. It was an absolute masterclass in soap opera villainy. I have to give massive props to the actors because the tension was so thick you could cut it with a knife. You could feel the hatred radiating off the screen. But as a fan, my anxiety is completely off the charts. We are about to lose a major character. I can feel it in my bones. The show has been building up to a massive tragedy for months, and this is the climax. Between Ashley losing her mind over Abby's kidnapping, Sally's tragic miscarriage fears, Devon's psychological breakdown over Mariah being released, and now this, Genoa City is literally a war zone right now. The writers are not pulling any punches. They are going dark, and I am honestly here for it, even if it is destroying my nerves. I know some fans are complaining that it's too dark, but I mean, this is the kind of high-stakes drama we tune in for. We want the danger. We want the suspense. But please, just don't let it be Nick or Sharon. I am begging you, writers. So, who do you guys think it's going to be? Drop your theories in the comments, because I need to talk this out before I completely lose my mind. Is it Nick, Noah, Sharon, Nikki, or some random collateral damage like Sienna or Phyllis. Because honestly, Phyllis dating Matt was the dumbest thing she has ever done. And if she gets caught in the crossfire, she kind of brought it on herself. Whatever happens, Matt Clark is going out in a blaze of glory, and the Newman family will never, ever be the same. God, I love this show, but I am going to need a strong drink before the next episode. Let me know what you think, because I am spiraling.